Hi everyone, I'm Anna Anders on this YouTube channel here today. Today is June 15th? 15th I think? I'm not sure. Is it June 15th? Okay, June 15, 2017. So I'm standing in my kitchen today, and I'm standing with my grandbaby. She's on my hip. So if I sound like I'm out of breath, I am a little bit. She's on my hip here. But also I got a young man in my kitchen right now, and I'm going to do an anonymous video. Anonymous video. Young man, I'm not even going to mention your name, but we've been talking for about a half an hour now, right? About a half an hour. So I was talking with him about the Cleveland abduction story, which is my cousin Nancy's daughter, Gina De Jesus story. And I was telling him how the corrupt authorities, Illuminati authorities, had Ariel Castro's license plate number, Elliot C. They had it within 48 hours of Gina's abduction. The Cleveland abduction story was covered up for 10 torturing years, unnecessarily. But in the meantime, I'm talking with this young man. He's very bright. You know what? He's a young man that any American mom or dad would be proud to have him as a son. That's what I want to say to him, because he just emanates that kind of energy. But for right now, what I want to say is this. Hold on a second, folks. I got to hold my granddaughter. Hold on one second. Thank you. Come on, Olivia. I'll pick you up. No, you going up on Grandma's hip. Up there. I got you now, Olivia. So, yeah, Grandma Anna wants to say this to this young man. He brought up something had to do with the Stephenson, the Easter shooting, right? Yeah. So we were sitting in my dining room, and what do you think about that Stephenson situation? What do you think?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It sounds like a cover-up. It sounds like something to distract attention from the real problems of the world. Honestly, here's the thing. With the whole situation, it so happened perfectly just to have perfect timing. That's the whole Donald Trump. As like the whole Russia thing was coming out, all of Donald Trump's other flaws was coming out. And then, of course, if something happens in a black city like Cleveland, where it's always a crime issue, it's always something happening, right around Easter time, right around time, people just redirect their attention, not focus on the real problems in the world. That's honestly the way I've seen it. And
you know what? You are right to look at it that way. Yeah. And I want to say something else. Did you notice that Easter Sunday, it was just right after 1 o'clock, which is right about the time everybody had their Easter dinner ready we were all sitting down.
I was outside. I was in the park.
Did you already?
All the girls were scared.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, families were getting together. I was just sitting down with my daughter, having dinner and stuff. And when the situation broke out on social media, because I think my daughter looked at her phone and she saw it. She's like, somebody is in the streets of Cleveland.
Same thing. So as I was leaving my house, we were picking up my friend, and it was like, y'all got to be careful with some guy just going around the hood killing people. And it was like, oh. And then we got to hear more and more about it, and we started hearing everything.
Okay, so real quick, I got a question for you. I mean, you're saying you think it was a staged situation. So have you ever heard that they have crisis actors and actresses? And they really do. Have you ever heard that they stage situations? Okay, so you heard it. So recently here, that's what's happened. They're saying that's what happened in England, too. Are you aware of that?
No.
So anytime a situation happens, anybody, and hi, I'm Anna Anders on the YouTube channel, just one of the many founders of ForGlobalPeace.com. What I want to say is this real quick. Anytime a story happens, take that storyline. So Stevens, type in the word hoax next to it, type in the word stage, type in the word fake, whatever you need to type in, and then Google and YouTube. And people, I'm only one old lady. And I'm not shady. I'm only one old lady, Grandma Anna, who, I can't make up those stories. I can't do the interviews. I can't do the hoax YouTube videos, the hoax Google stuff. So you're going to find all kinds of information on the internet. We need to learn to use our smarts technology, and our brains. God did not give us fake brains. He gave us real brains to use. And the globalist 1%, super parasitical elite, purple mafia, the mob bosses of the Illuminati, they've been acting real snotty lately. They've been staging all this shit. Hey guys, check out Zachary K. Hubbard, because he breaks it down for us in the Illuminati Gematria, hidden Jewish language of the internet, and all these, God, what do they call them? Help me here. It's like what they did with Prince last year. They sacrificed a prince on the Queen's birthday to give us a king. They sacrificed a prince for the Queen's birthday to give us a king. Did you know that?
I never thought that.
You never thought of it that way, but do you believe that they did that?
I can see that.
The Illuminati's really real, and yeah, so that's what it is. To be one, ask one, and I don't want to be one. What I want to be is just living here peacefully with my beautiful grandchildren, having fun, living life like everybody else wants to, and you probably want the same thing, right,
Definitely.
sweetie? So that's it. I'm humbly Anna Anders on this YouTube channel. Was there anything else about that Mr. Godwin story? Was there anything else about that Mr. Godwin story that you wanted to add or anything?
That's the guy who died?
The old man that supposedly died. Did you see the videos?
Fake blood?
The fake blood. Did you hear that? He said fake blood. So am I putting these words in your mouth?
No,
Okay.
definitely not.
Okay, thank you. And you want to know something? I got pictures I can show you because I took pictures of that video. But more than that, I went to the church even for the memorial. I actually went to the church and I went to the cemetery too. And guess what happened? Have you ever been chased out of a cemetery?
No.
They chased me, the security chased me out of the cemetery the day of his funeral. Yeah, and not only did they do it the day of his funeral, my other half and I, we went back again, and they chased me out of that cemetery again. I also called the city coroner's office. You know why? Or the county coroner's office. Because coroner's reports are public records. There you go, sir. Except for, listen to this, when the lady answered the phone, I said, ma'am, are the coroner's reports public information? She said, well, yes, they are. And then she hesitated. She said, but now, wait a minute. Whose do you want? And I said, Mr. Godwin. She said, oh, no, that one ain't available. So I was like, okay, God, please help me with this one. I don't know what the deal is. But I want to ask them next for Ariel Castro's coroner's report. Because you know what? I don't believe Ariel Castro died. You know, I'm sorry. He barely got into jail, and they want to say he hung himself. Do you know how many of Ariel Castro's family members went to his funeral?
I respect none.
0. Well, yeah, exactly. But what I want to say is they still had a funeral, but they still should have had a funeral for that man.
True.
And I got to tell you, if nobody saw no dead body, they might have hijacked that guy to go do some human trafficking or something, because he'd be really good at it. So that's all I want to say. I'm humbly Anna Anders. I don't got nothing else to add to you, honey.
No, ma'am.
All right, I'm done with this YouTube video. Thank you so much for participating and contributing to the truth of what's happening in our world today. Thank you. Bye-bye.